guys, Tony Rowley here from Next Wave DV, and welcome to another Next Wave DV gear review. Today we're going to be looking at some gear from Edelkrone. Now, if you haven't heard of Edelkrone before, you probably should. They came out a little while ago. They were originally Handy Film Tools and then changed their name to Edelkrone. And they really made a splash at the NEB when we were there in 2011. And we had a chance to take a look at some of their new rig designs. They're beefy, they're like built like camera tanks. They're pretty impressive. Now, there are some higher price tags that come with that, but heck, they are pretty nice looking rigs. But what really interests me is they had a couple unique designs, some common things that we might be used to using in our rigs, like articulating arm, follow focus. They have some unique designs that I was really impressed with, and I said, I gotta try these out. I really wanna try them out. Well, the first one we're looking at is the Focus One Pro. And this thing is really nice design. I immediately, when I saw the first video for it, I was like, hey, this is a cool, unique design. We've seen follow focuses before with a double rail attachment. This one is a single rail, which allows it easily to be swung away so that when you're swapping lenses, you can quickly and easily get at the lens. But one of my favorite things about this follow focus is how much adjustability it has. You can literally adjust where the focus handle is in whatever angle, depending on if you have a larger lens or a smaller lens. You can easily adjust that so that it's comfortable for you, especially if you're lower or higher up from the camera. You can also adjust where the gear hits on the lens. So there's 2 points of adjustment, and this is really, really great. Pretty much universal for any lens that you might have. The build quality is like all other Edelkrone gear, and it is beefy. It is built like a tank. It's metal. It's heavy duty. I'm not worried about this one bit. It has zero play from what I can tell. It is very, very solid, works great. It does have a universal socket for whip or crank, so if you want to attach one of those accessories, you don't have to worry about some proprietary system. It'll work with pretty much anyone out there. And also, going along with Edelkrone's unique designs and everything else, they decided to swap what you might be used to on a traditional follow focus system. Instead of having the marking disc facing the focus puller, they figured out that, hey, most of us are pulling our own focus. So they actually moved the marking disc to face the camera operator. And I haven't seen this in any other follow focus out there. So what's really cool about this is you can adjust where your in and out points are. You can either use a dry erase marker, or the marking disc actually rotates and you can actually put in your little mark where your in and out point is. And then you can move the follow focus and you can actually see where you're going. Instead of like guessing from the side or having to remember where your hand was, you literally have that marking right in front of you. So this is really convenient for camera operators that are pretty much doing everything themselves. Like myself, I usually pull my own focus unless it's a very advanced move. So this is a perfect follow focus to have in your kit. Whether you're a DSLR shooter or you have a higher end camera, this will work great for you. So the next thing we have is the EVF and monitor holder from Edelkrone. Like I talked about earlier, they approach their designs a little differently than what you're used to. Most of us have been using an articulating arm to suffer through traditional positioning of your monitor. And if you're like me, you've had to loosen it up, move it, tighten it, loosen it again, move it, tighten it, and you go crazy. And most of the time I'll try to keep it a little loose so that I can position it so it's stiff. But then then it gets too loose and then it falls and then it's just a headache. So obviously a monitor that's built into the camera is really designed to be stiff and to pivot and move. So many of us wish, hey, I wish my monitor would operate like that. Well, the EVF and monitor holder from Edelkrone actually does. And it feels like it's a part of the camera. I shoot on the FS700 primarily now. But even if you're not an FS700 shooter, if you have a DSLR or most other cameras, this literally makes the monitor feel like it's just an extension from the camera. By adjusting the screw tension on one side, you can adjust how stiff the monitor will be. So if you jack it up, it'll be very, very stiff, hard to move. If you loosen it a little bit, it'll be a little bit more free moving. But I love this. I just love this monitor holder. It works really well. It feels great. The monitor is easily able to be removed and slapped right under the camera with the included rod attachment. This makes it attaching it to your monitor really, really easy because you're not fidgeting around with a giant arm. You just slide this thing off, you screw it onto your monitor, and you're good to go. And again, you can position the monitor whichever way you want, whatever's comfortable for you. I've used it with my Small HD DP6, which is a 5.6 inch monitor, and I've used it with my DP4 EVF, so it works great for either situation. I gotta say, I love this. It will always be in my camera. And there are times where I may go back to an articulating arm for an awkward angle. Otherwise, this is going to be my go-to attachment. So there you go. There's some unique designs from Edelkrone. And the best part about them is they don't break the bank too much. They can be impulse buy items that you go and you either get one at a time or you get them both, and you can really quickly add to the functionality and professionalism of your camera.